Hello everyone, Scott here, and today I want to talk about some chapters I personally would like to see in Dead by Daylight. I know it's not possible to get all of them in the game, but just seeing some of these would really build up hype for me at least. Before mentioning these chapters, then I would like to say these are my personal opinions, and you might disagree with me, but this is just what I would like to see in the game. With that out of the way, then let's get on into the video. First chapter I would like to see is obviously Friday the 13th with Jason. Would be so cool to see and would really be a gem next to Michael Myers and Freddy Krueger. I don't know how Behavior would implement his power, but I leave that up to Behavior to decide that. The next chapter, which would be cool to see in the game, is Slender Man. Since I played the game back in 2012, and it was a horrifying game that went popular in that year. I imagine pages spawning randomly around the map, and you can take them down from walls, which limits Slenderman's powers. I imagine him having a power that gives him haste or a teleport, similar to Nurse's Blinks, but these could be limited when pages gets collected, and they respawn after some time away. Would be cool to see one of my favorite characters from creepypasta stories in Dead by Daylight. The next chapter I would like to see in the game is Jeff the Killer. He's from another creepypasta, just like Slenderman is. I think he would have a killer power where he would say, "Go to sleep," and launch him with a knife forward, similar to killers having a coup de grace perk on permanently. Then he would injure survivors with every lunge, giving them deep wound and giving them the hemorrhage status effect. He does not have any supernatural-like abilities other than killing his victims with a knife, so he would probably just be similar to Legion or Ghostface. And his power could also be something else, I don't know, but yeah, he seems kinda similar to Legion and Ghostface, but yeah, it would still be cool to see him in the game. Another chapter which would align with the Alien chapter we have in the game is the Predator. I don't know which power it will have, since I'm not that familiar with the Predator franchise, nor am I familiar with the Alien franchise, and I've only played an Alien vs Predator game where there were 3 roles in the game, and Predator was one of them, along Alien and Human. I just think that since we have the Alien chapter, then the Predator would also be a great addition to Dead by Daylight, along the Alien chapter. And I don't know what power it will have, but yeah, once again, I'll leave that up to Behavior to decide that. And finally, I have an original idea for a chapter that I got. I would like to present to Behavior, and it would be cool if they ripped this idea and added this killer to the game. The Scarecrow. The killer power consists of a passive ability and an active ability. The active ability is Horrific Stare, which gives survivors the oblivious status effect for a short period of time, and they get a new status effect called Frightened, which can give survivors a fake heartbeat sound when not near the killer to confuse survivors and trick them. The Scarecrow will gain 12% hindered while using its power. The passive part of this ability is that it has crows, not the ones in the trial, but specific to him, and while survivors are near these crows, they will give the killer a notification after a few seconds being near them, and they will get the oblivious status effect together with the frightened status effect I mentioned before, giving survivors a fake heartbeat sound when not near the killer to confuse them. Survivors can, however, go over to a crow and scare it away, removing the crow from the spot, and the crow will then fly down to another spot after some time away. I originally had an idea with this ability basically giving a penalty to all actions, but it didn't seem creative enough for my taste, so I edited it. This last chapter is a freebie for Behavior, and they can take this idea since it would be so freaking cool to see a Scarecrow running around in a trial. That would just be amazing. I hope Behavior adds a Scarecrow killer, maybe not specifically the powers that I've mentioned, but just seeing a Scarecrow in general would be so freaking cool. What do you think about these chapters? Would you like to see these in the game, or are you against them? Or maybe you think their powers should be tweaked a bit. Remember that the killer powers mentioned was just quick ideas I came up with, and they have not been playtested at all, so maybe they don't function the way I think they should. So yeah, just bear that in mind. Let me know in the comment section down below what you think about these chapters. Leave a like, click the bell icon for notifications, and subscribe for more content. All my links in the description. Scott out. Bye.